Today we are going to discuss these 5 learning points. Okay, the first point is electric dipole. Number 1, electric dipole. A pair of two equal but opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute an electric dipole. So to understand that, suppose I have taken, this is one charge and this is another charge. This is minus q charge, this is plus q charge. So you have understood the two charges are equal, q, but they are having opposite sign. One is minus, one is plus, and they are separated by this distance. Then these two charges will constitute an electric dipole. The total charges of a dipole is always 0. Why the total charges is 0? You see, it is minus q and then plus q. Charges can be added algebraically, so if you add, you will get 0. So total charges is always 0. But the electric field of a dipole is not 0. So this is our first point of discussion. Electric dipole. It's a very important topic you should go through. Clear? Next point is ideal or point dipole. Before I proceed for ideal or point dipole, you will have to know something more. The distance between the centers of the charges, is called dipole length, and is denoted by twice L. So this distance from there to there, you are getting twice L, and this is known as dipole length. For any dipole, the midpoint is always necessary, and that's why we have taken twice L, so that the half of the distance become L without a fraction. So this is dipole length, and the line joining the centers of the charges forming an electric dipole is called dipole axis. So this is electric dipole. The distance between the two charges is called dipole length and is denoted by twice L because the midpoint is always necessary, and the straight line joining the centers of the charges is called dipole axis. Now come to the next point, ideal or point dipole. Number 2, ideal or point dipole. A dipole having negligible size is called an ideal or point dipole. Ideal or point dipole. Number 3, dipole field. Dipole field. The electric field, produced by an electric dipole is called dipole field. So you have got the idea about ideal or point dipole and dipole field. Now let's have a discussion regarding dipole moment. So number 4 point is dipole moment. Number 4, dipole moment. It is defined as the product of the magnitude of either charges and the dipole length. You will have to remember, dipole moment is denoted by the sign P vector. That is the dipole moment. So therefore, P vector is product of the magnitude of either charge. It is minus q or plus q, but you will take only the magnitude, that is q. No minus, no plus, that is magnitude. Into dipole length, it's twice L vector. So this is our dipole moment. The magnitude of dipole moment, is given by P is equal to Q into twice L, and this is used as a formula to solve numerical. Clear? The magnitude of dipole moment is given by P is equal to Q into twice L. The dipole moment is a vector quantity. The dipole moment is a vector quantity and its direction is from negative to positive charge. The direction of dipole moment, since it is a vector quantity, its direction is needed, and its direction is from negative charge to positive charge. You will have to remember this. Direction of dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. Okay? Now, the SI unit of dipole moment is the SI unit of dipole moment. The SI unit of dipole moment is coulomb meter. Coulomb meter. CM. Dipole SI unit of dipole moment is coulomb meter, and its dimensional formula is ATL. Now sometimes when we are proceeding for more numericals, we find another unit of dipole moment. So another unit of dipole moment is debate. Debate. It is pronounced as debate. One debate is equal to 3.3 into 10 to the power minus 30 coulomb meter. So this is discussion about our dipole moment. Now we are coming to the last point of discussion, axial and equatorial line. Axial line. The line joining the centers of charges forming a dipole is called axial line. So you should not be puzzled. Axial line or dipole axis means the same thing. Axial line or dipole axis means the same thing. Equatorial line. Equatorial line. The line perpendicular to axial line and passing through the center of dipole, is called equatorial line. For your understanding, if I take a negative charge there and another plus q charge is there, so they will constitute a dipole. This is the center of the dipole or midpoint of the dipole. This line will be called axial line, and a line drawn perpendicular through the center of the dipole will be considered as equatorial line. Be clear, this is axial line and this is equatorial line. Today you go through these 5 points. Tomorrow we are having more topics. Till then, thank you.